Welcome, listener, to the No Money Down System Investor. I'm thrilled you're here, ready to dive into a journey that could transform not just your financial future, but the way you think about wealth, opportunity, and what's possible when you take control of your destiny. This isn't your typical real estate or investment guide filled with jargon or pie-in-the-sky promises. This is about a mindset, a system, and a set of practical, no-nonsense strategies that can help you build wealth through real estate without needing a pile of cash to get started. So, grab a comfortable seat, maybe a cup of coffee, and let's explore how you can become a no-money-down system investor. Let's start with a question. What does the word investor mean to you? Maybe you picture a Wall Street tycoon in a fancy suit, or someone with a fat bank account buying up properties left and right. But here's the truth. Being an investor isn't about how much money you have. It's about how you think. It's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, taking action when others hesitate, and building wealth through creativity and persistence rather than a big upfront check. That's what the No Money Down system is all about. Leveraging resources, relationships, and ingenuity to create real estate deals that work for you, even if your bank account is looking a little thin. Now, I know what you might be thinking. No money down? That sounds too good to be true. And I get it. Skepticism is healthy. We've all heard the late-night infomercials promising instant riches with no effort. But the No Money Down system isn't about shortcuts or magic bullets. It's about strategy. It's about understanding the tools available to you, tools like seller financing, lease options, partnerships, and creative deal structures that let you acquire properties without laying out tens of thousands of dollars up front. It's about working smarter, not just harder, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. Let's take a step back and talk about why real estate. Why not stocks, crypto, or starting a business? Well, real estate has something unique. It's tangible. You can see it, touch it, live in it, rent it out. It's one of the few investments that can generate cash flow, appreciate over time, and give you tax advantages, all while you're building equity. But more than that, real estate is a playground for creativity. It's a space where you can solve problems, create value, and build wealth in ways that don't require a big bankroll. And that's where the No Money Down system shines. So what is this system? At its core, it's a way of structuring real estate deals that minimizes or eliminates the need for your own cash. It's about using other people's money, whether that's the seller's, a bank's, a partner's, or even the property's own cash flow, to make the deal happen. But let's be clear, this isn't about tricking anyone or taking advantage. It's about creating win-win situations where everyone benefits. The seller gets what they need. The buyer, that's you, gets a property. And the deal makes financial sense. It's ethical, it's practical, and it's been done successfully by countless investors who started with little to no money. Let's talk about mindset for a moment, because that's where it all begins. To succeed as a no money down investor, you need to believe that wealth is possible for you. Yes, you, no matter where you're starting from. Maybe you're drowning in student loans, scraping by paycheck to paycheck, or just feeling stuck. I've been there, and so have millions of others who've gone on to build empires through real estate. The difference? They decided to act. They decided to see themselves as investors, not just dreamers. So let me ask you, what's holding you back right now? Is it fear? Doubt? A lack of knowledge? Whatever it is, let's make a pact to face it head on, because the only thing standing between you and your first deal is you. One of the biggest myths about real estate is that you need a ton of cash to get started. But think about this. Every property you see, every house, apartment building, or commercial space was bought by someone. And most of those deals didn't involve the buyer plunking down their life savings. They used financing, partnerships, or creative structures to make it happen. The No Money Down system is just a more intentional, strategic version of that. It's about finding motivated sellers, people who need to sell quickly, who are open to flexible terms or who just want out of a property, and crafting deals that work for both of you. Let's talk about motivated sellers, because they're the key to no money down deals. These are people who, for whatever reason, need to move a property fast. Maybe they're facing foreclosure, going through a divorce, relocating for a job, or inheriting a house they don't want. Your job as an investor is to solve their problem. Maybe you offer to take over their mortgage payments through a subject to deal, where you buy the property subject to the existing loan. Or maybe you propose a lease option, where you control the property with the right to buy it later. These strategies don't require you to bring cash to the table. They require you to listen, negotiate, and think creatively. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Risk. Any investment has risks, and real estate is no exception. Properties can lose value. Tenants can miss rent. Unexpected repairs can pop up. But here's the thing. Risk isn't something to fear. It's something to manage. The no money down system actually reduces your risk in some ways, because you're not tying up your own cash. And by learning how to structure deals properly, through due diligence, market research, and solid contracts, you can protect yourself while maximizing your upside. The key is to start small, learn as you go, and never stop asking questions. Let's dive into one of the most powerful no money down strategies, seller financing. Imagine this. You find a property owned by someone who's tired of being a landlord. They don't need a big check up front. They just want steady payments and to be free of the hassle. You agree to buy the property, but instead of getting a bank loan, the seller acts as the bank. They let you pay them directly over time, with terms you both agree on. No down payment, no bank approval, just a handshake and a contract. This is real, it happens every day, and it's a game changer for investors with limited cash. Another strategy is the lease option, or rent to own. This is where you lease a property with the option to buy it later at a set price. You pay the seller a small option fee, often a few $1,000s or less, and agree to monthly rent payments. Part of that rent might even go toward the purchase price. This gives you control of the property, the ability to profit from its appreciation or cash flow, and the flexibility to decide later if you want to buy it outright. It's like test driving a property, and it's a perfect way to get started without a big upfront investment. Let's talk about partnerships, because you don't have to do this alone. Maybe you don't have cash, but you have time, hustle, or knowledge. Find someone who has the cash or credit, but lacks the time or expertise, and team up. You bring the deal, they bring the financing, and you both share the profits. Partnerships are a cornerstone of no money down investing, because they let you leverage other people's resources while building your own track record. The key is to be clear, honest, and fair. Good partnerships are built on trust. Now, let's get practical. How do you find these deals? Start with your network. Tell everyone you know, friends, family, co-workers, that you're looking for real estate opportunities. You'd be surprised how many people know someone who needs to sell a property fast. Check online marketplaces, local classifieds, or even drive around looking for sale by owner signs. Attend real estate meetups, join online forums, or connect with local investors. The more you put yourself out there, the more opportunities will come your way. And when they do, be ready to act. Action is everything in this game. You can read all the books, listen to all the podcasts, and attend all the seminars, but if you don't take that first step, nothing happens. So let's make it simple. Your first step could be as small as calling a for sale sign you see on your way home. Ask the seller about their situation. Are they open to creative terms? Do they need to sell quickly? Every conversation is a chance to learn, to build confidence, and to get closer to your first deal. And trust me, once you do that first deal, the rest get easier. Let's talk about negotiation, because it's a skill that will make or break your success as a no money down investor. Negotiation isn't about winning or bullying someone into a deal. It's about listening. It's about understanding what the seller needs and showing them how you can help. Maybe they need cash flow more than a lump sum. Maybe they need to sell without the hassle of repairs. The more you understand their motivations, the better you can craft a deal that works for both of you. And here's a tip. Always be willing to walk away. The best deals come when you're confident enough to say no to the ones that don't fit. Let's address something we all face. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of making a mistake, fear of looking foolish. It's normal to feel this way, especially when you're stepping into something new. But let me ask you this. What's scarier, taking a calculated risk on a deal that could change your life, or staying stuck where you are, wondering what could have been? The no money down system is designed to minimize your risk by reducing your upfront investment. But it still requires courage. Courage to make that call, to sign that contract, to take that leap. And every time you do, you get stronger. One of the most powerful things about this system is that it's accessible to almost anyone. You don't need a college degree, a perfect credit score, or a trust fund. You need curiosity, persistence, and a willingness to learn. Start where you are. Maybe your first deal is a small single-family home with a motivated seller. Maybe it's a lease option on a rental property. Whatever it is, start small and build from there. Each deal teaches you something new, and before you know it, you're not just an investor, you're a wealth builder. Let's talk about cash flow, because that's the lifeblood of real estate investing. When you structure a no money down deal, your goal is often to create cash flow, money that comes in every month from rent or other income, minus your expenses. Cash flow gives you options. It can cover your payments, fund your next deal, or even replace your day job. But here's the key. Cash flow starts with smart deals. That means buying properties at the right price, in the right market, with terms that make sense. It means doing your homework, researching the neighbourhood, the rental demand, the numbers, before you sign on the dotted line. Speaking of numbers, let's demystify them for a moment. Real estate investing isn't about being a math genius. It's about understanding a few key metrics. What's the property's cash-on-cash return? How much will it appreciate over time? What are the carrying costs, taxes, insurance, maintenance? You don't need to know everything up front, but you do need to know enough to make informed decisions. And the good news, there are tools, apps, and mentors out there to help you crunch the numbers. The no money down system isn't about winging it. It's about being strategic. Let's talk about markets, because where you invest matters. Some markets are hot, with skyrocketing prices and fierce competition. Others are steady, with affordable properties and strong rental demand. As a no money down investor, you want to focus on markets where you can find motivated sellers and properties that cash flow. That might be your own backyard, or it might be a city a few hours away. The key is to research. Look at job growth, population trends, and rental rates. And don't be afraid to start local. Your first deal doesn't have to be a home run. It just has to get you in the game. One of the biggest advantages of the no money down system is flexibility. Because you're not tying up your own cash, you can pivot quickly. If a deal doesn't work out, you walk away without losing your life savings. If a property isn't cash flowing, you can renegotiate or move on to the next one. This flexibility is your superpower. It lets you experiment, learn, and adapt without the fear of catastrophic loss. And the more deals you do, the better you get at spotting the good ones. Let's talk about education, because it's your foundation. The no money down system works because it's built on knowledge. Knowledge of deal structures, negotiation, markets, and more. You don't need to know everything before you start, but you do need to commit to learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, find a mentor, join a local real estate group. Surround yourself with people who are doing what you want to do. Ask questions, take notes, and don't be afraid to admit what you don't know. Every successful investor started as a beginner. Now, let's address something we all deal with: setbacks. Maybe your first offer gets rejected. Maybe a deal falls through. Maybe you misjudge a property's repairs. These moments don't define you. They teach you. The no money down system is forgiving because it doesn't require you to bet the farm. Every setback is a chance to learn, to refine your approach, and to come back stronger. The investors who succeed aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep going. Let's talk about leverage, because it's at the heart of the no money down system. Leverage isn't just about borrowing money. It's about using every resource at your disposal: your network, your knowledge, your creativity, even your time. These are all forms of leverage. When you combine them with strategies like seller financing or partnerships, you create opportunities that others can't see. Leverage is what lets a single mum working 2 jobs buy her first rental property, or a young couple turn a fixer-upper into a cash-flowing asset. It's what makes the impossible possible. As we near the end of our journey together, let's talk about what this is really about. Freedom. The no money down system isn't just about buying properties. It's about building a life you love. It's about creating passive income so you can spend more time with your family, travel, or pursue your passions. It's about breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck grind and taking control of your financial future. But freedom doesn't come from one deal or one big win. It comes from consistent, intentional action over time. So, here's my challenge to you. Take one step today. Make a call, research a market, talk to a seller, or join a real estate group. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a start. The no money down system is your roadmap, but you're the one who has to take the wheel. Every deal you do, every lesson you learn, every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to the life you're dreaming of. You don't need a big bank account to get started. You just need the courage to begin. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you're leaving with a spark of excitement, a sense of possibility, and a clear path forward. The no money down system isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset. It's a belief that you can build wealth, create opportunities, and change your life, no matter where you're starting from. So, go out there, find your first deal, and become the investor you were meant to be. The world is waiting.